Hello friends, welcome to another video. In today's video we are going to look into how the blank value works. To showcase that, we're going to try a sum sales by a descending, and we will see that blank values will show between negative and positive number. So two things we want to understand: why the blank is in the middle between positive and negative number, and also how we can sort our visual that the blank value shows up at the end instead of the middle between positive and negative number. So to understand this, let's look at the Power BI file and then look into the solution. Let's get to Power BI. So here I have a very small table, just a category and showing the sum sales. Sum sales is just a simple measure, and what I'm doing here is I'm sorted it by sales, and I also did a conditional formatting. The conditional formatting, what I did in this one is, if we go to background color, I mentioned if we specify the color, how should we format empty values. If you never noticed this, you can have the separate color for the blank value or the zero value. So I said, okay, the specific color, and that would be orange in this case, and that's why we're seeing the orange here. The reason why we are getting the blank value, even we are using sum sales, because what I did is on category to produce that where the blank value shows, I said show items with no data. It means the category which does not have any sales, they are still showing up in here, but they are showing up as in a blank value. Now, going back to my original question, so if we sort it by sum sales, so the topmost sales is coming at the top, of course, 79 descending, and then the negative one is going at the bottom, which is minus 62. But the challenge here is the blank is showing in between positive and negative. Now question come, why that is the case? I'm pretty sure you guys already know that. In case when the measure is or the value is a number, the blank is actually 0. So we can actually test this thing here. If we put a new measure here, just to quickly prove that is blank, and then we say sum sales is equal to 0. So, actually I should say it's 0 or blank. So what does that means is, if sum sales is equal to 0, it will be true, otherwise it will be false. So if I put this new measure here, what you guys see here is, for in all the cases it is false, but when it comes to the blank, it is actually true. It means it is 0 internally, and that's why when it's sorted out sum sales, so that between negative and positive number, we're seeing this as a 0, and that's why it is showing in middle of positive and negative number. In my description, this video description, there is a great article from SQL BI guys. I will put the link to that article. Do read about how the blank works in Power BI. And so in this particular case, I just want to give you the demo. So now it means if we sort this by ascending or descending, so our blank will always be in the middle, or between positive and negative number. So what is the solution to make the blank values go at the bottom? Again, it's not going to be a very decent solution, but there is a way. If you run into a certain scenario, here is how you can do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new table, home and modeling, new table, and let's call it a table with blank sort. So the first thing what we're going to do here is, we will first find out what is our minimum value across all the categories. So to do that, so we're going to minimum negative value, so which will be min x between our category, and find out the minimum value. So this would be a sum sales. So what this is going to give us is, this will give us the minimum negative value, like the smallest value, which is in negative, is minus, in this case, 62. And then what we will do is we will add a -1 to this. So what does that will do? It will make it minus 63. So now once we have this, and I tell you why we need this value. So what we can do here is we will create another table, summarize our table, which is our data table, and we want to summarize it by category, and then sales, which is basically sum sales. And then also we're going to add another column called sum sales sort. And this is what we're going to do here is, if sum sales is equal to blank, then we're going to use minimum negative value. Otherwise, what we will use sum sales. So I will show you what this is going to do. So that will be our new table. So let's quickly take a look at this table. In a table view here, so table with blank sort. So here if we sort it by sum sales sort ascending, so sum sales is our actual value and the sum sales sort is also the same value. Now the only difference is when this is a blank, then the sum sales sort is going to be minus 62 minus 1, which is minus 63. So we give the blank value the lowest ever number in our sum sales. And the reason why we want to do that, now what we're going to do is, in this new table, table with blank sort, we go to sum sales and sort it by sum sales sort. So what does that means is the blank one has now sorted by a sum sales sort, which has the lowest value negative 63 in this case, and that will make it at the bottom. So okay, so here is what we're going to do is, now we're going to use this calculated table. So bring the category from that calculated table on our matrix visual, and we're going to bring our sum sales column, which is already pre-calculated. So sum sales, one thing we are going to do here is we're going to change, because we don't need an aggregation on this now because it's already pre-calculated, so do not summarize. And now if we sort it by sum sales, so if we go descending, the category 1179 is on the top, and then the negative numbers, and then the blank ones. Now they are at the top, at the bottom, and the reason behind that is because we using our sum sales sorting by another column which has the lowest value, which is minus 63. And now here we can again apply the same condition of formatting, background color, and same thing. And what we're going to do here is specify color and orange, and that should do it. And here you go. So now what we have is, we have positive numbers, we have negative numbers, and then we have for the blank we have the orange color and showing at the bottom. All right, again, this is not a very elegant solution or something we usually come across, but the purpose of this video was to showcase how the blank value works, and also how you can use a column and sort by another column to sometime achieve the result what you're looking for. Again, I never came across in a requirement where I have to use create this calculated table and sort it by a blank value at the bottom. But if you ever come across such a scenario, now you know what you need to do and how you can make use of it. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Until next video, have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.